Okay, this is just real quick on these stainless steel hardline kit from Dorman that I showed in the other video. It is upside down, but 919-237. So I got this all installed. This is the way it's supposed to be routed. Yeah, it's not bent very well at the ends. Their advertising is that theirs is bent better than everybody else. I would say theirs is bent as good, if not worse, than everybody else. Because I've used inline tube before. I've used the Right Stuff brand. So basically, you just got to get the lines in place and sort of screw the ends in, and then bend the lines where they need to be after you've tightened the fittings. There should be a bracket here. Obviously the bracket, there's nothing left of it that holds this to the axle. These holes are open into the axle, so you got to put the bolts back in. We're gonna have to make a hold down or something to hold this on. I mean, I guess you can always zip tie it to the frame. I mean, to the axle tube. So over here, when you do this long ass line, it goes. These weren't capped also. I saved these caps off the other kits I've done from other companies. So they don't even cap the lines. You definitely, when you're running these, you want to cap the ends or tape over the ends or something to protect them and keep dirt from getting in your system. So when you run this line front to back, you see up on the front here, there's a clip here that it goes into. It drops down and it clips into the bottom clip under these fuel lines on the driver's side frame rail. Now when you get back here to this mess, it has to go under and behind all these fuel lines, and it clips into here, and then it has to go under both of the large fuel lines, the feed and the return, but it goes over top of this evap line. And you're going to go into this clip, and then you're going to go down around and into here. And basically when I got back to here, you need to pull the horseshoe clip out. This line needs to be loose. You need to thread this fully into here and then drop it into here and clock this so it'll go in, and you put the clip on, then you tighten this all the way. I had to bend this whole area to make it fit. It looked okay until you went to put it on. And I will say that with the fuel lines and that evap line in place, it's a real pain in the butt. Up here, these are obviously not bent right, but we'll deal with that once we put the body on. I'm hoping I don't have to cut these shorter and actually reflare them. So this front line, this is one of those lines that they send you, and it had two bends in it, and it's got these little things on here, say shipping bend, straighten. Well, it says straighten, it doesn't tell you how much. Obviously you're only straightening it to a 90, because you need to get on here, and then it drops down. As you can see, it goes into a clip right here. It comes back here, it goes under this bolted on piece of sheet metal. There's a clip here it goes in. It goes above this body mount bracket. Goes into a clip here. You can see the first thing where it says straighten this here. And you come around, it goes into this clip, and then it just jumps up on top of the frame. This one here, I've already got this loose, but I'm probably not going to do that line until after we have the body on and I've got the master cylinder in place and the fenders are still off, and then I'll deal with it. This one here does not go into any clips on here. It does go into, there is a clip that this front line and this other front line are going to clip together somehow up here. There's a clip with a bracket, or just a clip that I have that holds them together. So that's, give you an idea of how these need to be routed. And this is from looking at a couple pictures I found online, and I found some actual diagrams online. So when you're starting with nothing, because people have already replaced it previously, it makes it a little difficult to figure out what line. I mean, they mark them where they go, but with the ends not being bent and everything sort of bent to fit, it makes it difficult to figure out what goes where. So that's one that I found online. Here's another one. It shows a different master cylinder, but it looks correct. Unless this is for an older or newer one, because it's showing you going under here. You definitely do not go under there, under the bracket. But it's showing the two clips. So